Hey, this is Justin with GoVacuum.com here today with a new addition to the Hoover lineup. This is the Hoover Insight. This is probably the best Hoover ever built, hands down. This is a machine that is 5 years in the making, and if you look at it, it looks very similar to the Windsor vacuum cleaner. And Hoover has designed this and to work around the Windsor patents and had to wait till some of the Windsor patents had expired to come out with this product, and they've improved upon it much better than many times over, and it's much better than the Windsor is today. The reason why I say that, little tiny things such as the big cord hook in the back here is the same, but when you go to take the cord off, what you see is another cord, 50 foot by the way, what you see is another cord right here. So let's say you run over this cord and you got cut or something, you could just pop this off, go to your local hardware store, buy a new cord, pop it back on, and you're good to go vacuum. Whereas with the Windsor, you would have to purchase an entire handle assembly with the cord, and that's about 80-90 bucks. So this is really one of the little tiny examples of how this machine is improved upon from the Windsor. And similar here with the tools on board, grab and go, you can take this and clean into a corner real high up, and then if you want to pop the hose off, just push here and your hose comes off, and you can use it anywhere around the home. Now this is designed for commercial use, as we said, but it can be used in the home too. It is not a big bulking machine, with the exception of the cord being about 50 feet. You could always take that cord and get a shorter extension cord at the hardware store. But I'm going to plug this in and we'll get started here. So to turn on the vacuum cleaner, what do? The first thing we want to do is recline it here by pushing there. Then we want to turn on the motor here. Now, up here we have a few indicators, so I want you to take a look here. Here we have a brush roll indicator, a filter indicator, and a full bag indicator. Now the brush roll and the filter indicator work on a time, so after a certain amount of time the brush roll will tell you to change it, as well as the filter. And the bag works on the airflow indicator. If the bag was full or the hose was clogged, that light will come on. But it's nice to let you know that, hey, it's time to change the filter, it's time to change the bag, or it's time to change the brush roller. Now it is a brush roller that is a geared belt, so you do have the smarter, newer style belt, and it is a chevron roller as well, where all the dirt angles and goes into the suction chamber here. Now you do have that track belt we talked about, the gear belt. It's a smart track belt. It's giving you a consistent RPM, nice stiff bristles here, and then we have the 4 carpet adjustments right here along the side. And what that does is that raises and lowers the height of the head of the Insight. So what you have here is you have the 3 fundamentals that I believe that are needed to clean carpet well. That's the height adjustment, the serpentine style belt, and the brush roller that is chevron style. If you've not watched my video on those 3 elements, go ahead and click here and watch that, and then you'll understand why this vacuum cleans so well. And to go above, step above and beyond that, as we talked about, all the suction gets channeled, all the dirt gets channeled into the suction chamber. Alright, now that is the brush roll spinning. As you can see, all the dirt is angled into that chamber here where the suction comes from. Now, to get into this hose, which is really unique, all we do is push here, like this, if it's in the upright position, push here, and this hose will actually pull right out, twist this, and now what we can do is we can actually take a hose, we can unclog this with a garden hose. If there was an obstruction, we can pull it out with a screwdriver, push it down, look through it, make sure that, you know, it's clear. And when we're done, all we do is we take this, we snap it back into place, give it a little twist, lock down there, and it just snaps in back at the top here, locks into place, and we're good to go vacuum. Now onboard tools are recessed in the body, so they're not on the outside, they're not cumbersome. Upholstery tool, nice long crevice tool just like that. And what's really cool too is about the hose is it's locking in 2 positions. We can pull off just like this, and it stops right there, as we said, to get up to clean high. Push of a button here, the hose pops off, and then we're good to go vacuum. Take it, pop it back in here, just like that. That's it, we're good to go vacuum. And to change the bag, we lift up on the handle here. Now we watch, the bag is coming with us to the garbage can, so there's not dirt flying up everywhere because we don't have to change it at the machine. There's also no dirt flying up everywhere thanks to this piece of plastic. What we do is we just take the bag, we pull it straight off. Now that plastic has sealed off completely, and we just throw the bag away. No dirt's going to fly anywhere or anything like that. And we take our new bag here, that will be on the vacuum cleaner. As you can see, the plastic's built into the bag. It's very well built, very nicely done with a good diaphragm there. And this thing just goes here, takes your new bag, and it pops straight on just like that. Slide it on, locks in place, we're good to go vacuum. And the HEPA filter here. Now this is really unique. This HEPA filter is an actual real HEPA filter. and as you can see in the inside here, it's sealed very well. A mesh wire on the outside, which is really unique, and a high-grade HEPA filter, and it's before the motor. Now there's a motor protector here. What this does is this keeps the vacuum from being used in the event that you don't have the filter on there. It wouldn't allow the front door to be closed. Take the new filter, pop it in like that. Take our bag here and in front and pop it in and go like that, and we're good to go vacuum. All right, you can see here we have a pile of our sand, black sand, rice, and synthetic pet hair. So I'm going to go ahead and vacuum those, but first I'm going to do a sound decibel test here with the sound meter, just to show you guys how quiet this one is. Now this machine will stop at the maximum sound here. Let's start off here again. So right now we're about 60 decibels or so. We'll turn on the vacuum. So you're around 82 decibels, and then my voice here that you're hearing right now, you can see. Let's see what this one is here. You can see right now as I'm talking here, about the same distance away my voice has. We'll set it to the maximum, so we'll stop at the maximum level that I'm speaking at, which is this. Here around 74. If I was to raise my voice a little bit louder like this, something like that, that's when you're going to see the true sound of this machine, comparable just in the 80 range there. So it's a pretty quiet vacuum cleaner, it's not very loud. And let's see how it vacuums everything up here. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on here. Applying the handle there. So we'll start off with the sand. Very good job cleaning that up. Let's put those on the rice. So this does a really good job as far as moving the embedded hair. So this does a really good job as far as removing the embedded hair. On the rice it did well, and also on the sand. Now you see in the bottom of it, it left the tracks, and the reason for that is that's where these locking reinforcement channels are. And little things about this vacuum cleaner, such as these braces, allow it to be very rigid, so you won't have a problem with the roller brush. Okay, and as you can see here on the wheels, these are the non-marring dirt repellent wheels. Dirt will not be embedded into these, so it will not stick to this, and then it will not scratch your hardwood floor or tile or anything like that. And they're also non-marring, so they're not going to leave any scuff marks. Even the wheels are unique. If you look at them very closely, you'll see they're not flat throughout the entire wheel, and the reason for that is less contact point on your carpeting as well as your hardwood and tile, so you don't have to worry about it being scratched or anything like that. And just a lot of little things like that is what makes this machine far superior than the Windsor. Any questions about this, give us a shout. We do have service for you 7 days of the week at 866-GO-VACUUM, 866-468-2288, info@govacuum.com, or chat live with us at govacuum.com all 7 days of the week, Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. and on Sunday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Justin with govacuum.com, and that is the new Hoover Insight, one of the best Hoovers ever built.